Hey guys, welcome to week 65 here on the Real DVD Watchers. Please forgive me, I have a cold. So the movie that I've chosen to review today is something that I've always been really excited to see. I've always wanted to see it, and unfortunately the 2-disc was discontinued at work, and I had to pretty much pick up the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray was super cheap. This movie is by Kathryn Bigelow, and no, it is not The Hurt Locker. Basically, it's kind of like a faux horror movie in a way. I mean, you'll understand why if you've seen it when I say it in a minute. But the movie that I've chosen to read today is Near Dark. This movie is back from 1987. Basically, it's about this guy named Caleb who's like your average hick who goes out for a night on town. He meets this girl named May. That's what I believe her name was. I could barely hear anything in this fucking movie. And just they go out, for a fun little night, and things start happening, but then May's like, you gotta get me home before it's dawn. He's like, why? He's like, is your dad gonna give you a whooping? She's like, yeah, something like that. So, he starts taking her home, and then, he just really wants to get his fuck on, and, hold on a minute, guys. And, yeah, so he pulls over, stops the car, he's like, you have to kiss me if you want me to go any farther. So she kisses him, then she, bites his neck, and he starts bleeding out, and then she takes off, running. And so Caleb goes after her except she's too freaking fast, so he goes back to the car, tries to start up the car again. Car won't start, so he starts walking home. He starts smoldering and whatnot, so his dad takes him inside. No, sorry, he tries to take him inside, but then this RV pulls up and they grab Caleb and they take him off. Turns out that May's a vampire and she lives with a coven of vampires, but they're all like hick vampires. Lance, what the hell's his last name? Hendrickson's in this. He plays like Jesse, who's like the leader of the vampires. Bill Paxton plays this like young, arrogant, full of himself vampire, and it's them trying to show Jesse how their world works. Now it's so much different from the people because all they do is like kill and stuff like that. But what Caleb wants to do is just be with May, and May wants to be with him. So it's this real story of their love struggling through Caleb not wanting to kill anyone, him just wanting to be with May and stuff like that. This cover is very misleading because it makes it look like Twilight, what with Caleb being all like white and with the ombre eyes. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think Adrian Pastar, who plays Caleb, is the guy who plays Nathan Petrelli on Heroes. I could be wrong. So please tell me, it just says, Tom, shut the fuck up, you know what the hell you're talking about, if need be. But yeah, for me, this movie, really didn't know where it was going. The love story got really lost in Kathryn Bigelow trying to show vampires for what they are, except they don't really ever say that they're vampires. Even though it's insinuated through the whole entire thing, I'm just like, just say you're vampires. For the love of God, just say it. It shows the really deep, dark, seedy side of them, but at the same hand, though, these vampires don't have fangs at all, which I thought was kind of interesting. They just look like normal people, except they can't go in the day. That's it. But yeah, just for me, the horror was lost in all this love story crap, and Caleb's family trying to track him down and figure out where the hell he was. I mean, I've been told this movie is a horror movie. Hell, we even have it a horror at work, but just for me, it is not a horror movie at all. Yeah, it just really, for me, it fell flat on coming up. And if this is anything what Kathryn Bigelow's work is like from a director point of view, I'm really not excited to see Hurt Locker. I can tell you that much. But yeah, this movie just kind of falls over itself a lot, and I really think that the script could have been better. Camera work-wise, this movie looks really good. I mean, there's a lot of dark tones and stuff like that, and when they're in a well-lit area, they do it really well. There's this shootout scene where these cops are shooting up this bungalow, which all the vampires are held up in, and there's beams of light coming in through every little thing, and it looks really, really good. If I had to give Near Dark a rating out of 10, it'd probably get a 4. It's a subpar movie, but it's not a really, really bad movie. Usually see it if you've always wanted to see it and hadn't seen it. As far as Blu-ray goes, it didn't look that much better than DVD quality. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Some Blu-rays are good, some Blu-rays are bad. So yeah, so that's the review. Thanks everyone who watches and subscribes. As always, Matt is up tomorrow, and I will catch you guys in a week's time. Bye.